Hey guys, I'm Chuck, and those are my Charlie cards. And these right here, these are my fancy Charlie chips. In the town I live in, we have a happy face mowed right into the side of a hill. That's why this is Happy Face Holdem. The goal, log 500 hours of 2-3 no limit Holdem and have more Charlie chips at the end of the session than we started with. Let's get into the action.
Alright, hey guys, welcome to Happy Face Holdem. It is day one in Las Vegas. I am here at the Venetian on the Vegas Strip. Got in earlier today, got settled into our room. We got a little lunch, went out for a walk on the Strip. It's a ghost town, and it's time to play some poker. So second hand in, I've already sat at the table. I'm playing 2-3 no limit Holdem. Sat down at the table, second hand in, dealt pocket tens. I'm in the big blind, the button, raised it to 20. I 3-bet him to 60. He jams all in for 290. Win in Vegas gamble. I make the call. No 10. He shows pocket aces for the win. So I'm in for 6 on my second bullet. 10 minutes into the session. Gotta love it. The players so far, I've been playing for about a half hour. Playing super tight and nitty. So just gotta make the adjustment. And we'll go from there. All right. So let's get into some action.
All right, first hand we're going to go over, sitting at the Venetian 1-3. They're doing a $600 high hand every 30 minutes. Quite a promotion going on. Unfortunately, I didn't get a piece of that. So here I'm sitting in the cutoff. I look down at 8-7 of hearts. Love these suited connectors. There's a loose, semi-aggressive rec player sitting in the small blind, and he's going to 3-bet me here to $45. So as the action folds around, I'm going to make this call, and we're going to go heads up to a flop. I think with the suited connectors, you can go either way here. You can fold to a 3-bet if it was a tighter player, but I'm going to make the call in position. So the flop comes down ace-6-10 with 2 hearts on the board. So not only do I have a gut shot if I hit the 9, but I'm drawing to the flush here. So when he throws out a bet of $65, I give it just a little bit of thought, maybe put him in question of what my holding is. But there's no way that I'm going to fold. So I happily make the call here and am anxious to go see the turn. And there's no doubt in my mind with a player like this that he's hit his ace with his continuation bet. So I think putting in a raise right here would have been okay. But I like the lower variance route of just making the call. So the turn comes down to king of diamonds, which totally misses me. So the action goes check, check. We go to the river, it's a 10 of spades. So when he checks, now I'm not so convinced that he's holding an ace, and I think this is a great card for me to put in a bluff here. I have no showdown value, so the only way I'm going to take this pot is if I bet. So I put the pressure on, and I bet over half the pot at 110, and really put him in a position to have to think about it. So the bet works, he's going to fold, and we're going to take down this nice little pot. So this is really the only hand I want to go over for night one in Vegas. I did end up booking a small win. $40 or so. So on to day 2.
Hey guys, it's day 2 in Las Vegas. So after squeaking out a small win last night, down 300 after 10 minutes of play, 20 minutes of play, squeaked back to get a little bit of a win in last night. So happy about that. So you know the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Yeah, well, by my calculations, today is about day 175 of the coronavirus pandemic. And this is only the third day that I'm going out in public without a hat on. Yeah, the missus and I are going over to Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, to try that out. So anyways, yeah, only third time since Corona hit, working from home. Hasn't been a need to do anything with the hair. Not that there's much hair left there. Anyways, so gonna go out and enjoy some food. Possibly hit the tables tonight, not quite sure, but we're leaving the Venetian tomorrow and heading off to the Orleans, where we'll definitely bring you some more table action. So I hope to get some more hands in, and let's continue the review.
All right, in this one I'm in middle position. I look down at ace-queen offsuit. I open to $15 and I get 2 callers. $15 has been my standard open. This is a improvement in my game I've made, trying not to fork my range by my pre-flop betting size. So the flop comes down, beautiful, queen high, rainbow, a very static board. So I'm going to check my top pair here and allow some of the other players to catch up. The ace of hearts comes on the turn, so it's time to build the pot. I go ahead and lead out for $20 here. Just want to entice some players to make the call. I get raised by the button up to $40. Other player's going to fold, and I'm going to make the call. I think knowing that he hit his ace here, I could likely put in a raise and maybe get a little more money into the pot. But again, pretty nitty players here at the Venetian, so I elect for the call. So we're heads up to the river. It comes down the Jack of Clubs. So with 173 in the pot and we're heads up, I have to consider my bet sizing here. Looking at his stack, he's got about 160 behind. So I elect just to go all in and put all the money on the line. You know, looking back at everything he could have, if he hit his ace, I'm in good shape. If he had ace 9 and made 2 pair on the turn, and that's why he let out, I'm even better shape, and he's surely to make this call. I don't believe that he's hit a straight here, although he absolutely could. But the way that this went down, I'm really targeting, you know, a big ace, ace king, ace 9, even ace jack at this point. So he's in the tank. I think we wait probably a good minute here, trying to determine what he's going to do. If he has a missed flush draw, there's no value to be had here, but I think I'm targeting any made ace with a loose, semi-aggressive rec player here, hoping he'll make the call. The other thing I like to keep in mind here is if he had a set of 3s or a set of 9s, something to that effect, he would have already announced that hand by making a large bet. I think players in the 1-3 and 2-3 games don't typically get value the right way, and they announce monster hands, and I could have easily laid this down earlier. In my notes, I take all my notes through audio. When I'm sitting at the table, I talk into my microphone so I can go back and refer to it. I did announce to myself that I put him on ace 3 in this hand because he checked, you know, checking bottom pair on the flop and then betting out 2 pair on the turn. So, you know, my check on the flop was great to let him catch up and get into this hand. So the player ultimately calls a clock on himself, and he is a full 2 minutes in the tank before he ultimately decides to lay the hand down. So I did miss some value there. I probably could have bet the flop to get a little more value, but I think it was the right play the way I played it. So moving on to the next hand, 10-9 suited. Love these suited connectors. I open for 15, my standard open, and I'm going to get 0 action. So this is pretty typical Vegas play. A lot of pre-flop raising and other players folding. You guys recognize that player across the table for me there? In this one, same thing, open for 15 with red 9s, and it folded all the way around.
All right, guys, look who I caught up with at the Venetian Poker Room. It's Jeff Stimpson.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Hey, love his vlog. Been watching it before I started vlogging, so tell my viewers what your vlog's about.
Hey, you know what? Just entertaining, have some fun. I'm not going to teach you a whole lot, but hopefully you're going to have a lot of fun, laugh a little bit, play some cards, and show you around Vegas. And
Cool.
That's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll put a card to it up here. Check it out. Make sure you watch his vlog.
Happy Face Holdem. Like and subscribe, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
It was cool running into Jeff here at the Venetian. Really super nice guy. I do hope you check his vlog out and click the card that I put up there. So in this one, I'm under the gun and I do my standard open to 15. I get 1 caller in late position and the blinds are going to fold. So we're going heads up to the flop with 35 in the pot, looking at ace 5 suited. So the dealer's kind to us. He puts ace high on the board, ace 10 deuce with 2 diamonds on the board. I'm going to do a standard continuation bet here, $20 in the pot, and that's going to be enough to take this one down. Moving on to the next one. In this one, I'm in middle position. I open, standard $15 again. Ultimately, we're going to get 4 callers into this pot when we go to the flop. So I like the $15 standard open. It's larger than most other players open. They've been opening to 9 to 12 range, so 15 is a little bit bigger than what they've done. Sometimes I'll elect for a $20 my open size, but this one's good at 15. So here we go. So 60 in the pot were 4 ways to the flop with ace queen offsuit. I've been getting this hand a lot tonight, and it can be a struggle to play sometimes. Other times it plays really well, but in some situations it plays tough, like on this board. Comes down ace king 7 rainbow, and the reason I say it might be a little bit tough here is one of these players could easily have ace king calling my 15 pre-flop, but then again nobody opted to 3-bet me pre-flop. So with 60 in the pot, I elect for a little bit larger bet here of $40 on the flop with my ace queen. I top pair, second kicker, likely the best hand right here. The blind calls and 2 other players fold, so we're going to go heads up to the turn with 140 in the pot now. With that turn coming down, deuce of clubs. The small blind checks the action over to me, so I played this hand a little different than the last hand when I hit top pair. I elected to bet this one, so I am targeting the ace holding and maybe a king holding. So I'm going to size up to $100. We had 140 in the pot. I'm going to elect to put 100 out there because if he's holding an ace, hopefully not 2 pair, but if he's holding the ace, I'm going to get a call. If he's holding 2 pair, I'm likely going to hear from him here. He's sitting with about 250 behind, so I'm putting about a little less than half his stack into play here. And if he decides to shove, I'm going to have to make the call anyways. He's in the tank again. Same player that was in the tank for 2 minutes before. He's in the tank here. Again, this loose, aggressive, semi-aggressive rec player. If he had a monster here, there would have been no thinking about it. If he had a set of aces, kings, sevens, or even a set of deuces, I would have heard from him already. Likely 2 pair, I would have heard from him. I would have been raised on the flop if he had ace king or ace 7. Funny, earlier in the night, he made a comment about an ace 7 hand, that it's his favorite hand, something to do with a birthday or favorite number. I'm not quite sure what it meant, but he likely does not have ace 7 because being his favorite hand, he would have already jammed. So he's in the tank here again for nearly another full 2 minutes. So while he sits here and ponders what he wants to do, it was actually 1 minute and 45 seconds, not quite 2 minutes this time. I just wanted to mention, not only did I catch up with Jeff Stimson, but I also caught up with Mr. VEGAS. So he'll appear in my next vlog, vlog number 11. And I also caught up with Think Blue Poker, Stephen Clark, aka Think Blue Poker, out of LA. So all 4 of his vloggers were out there. It was fun to meet these guys. We're all doing a similar thing out here grinding away, and it was just a blast to meet these guys, and catch up with all 3 of them. Anyways, this player ultimately elects to jam for 250. So after almost 2 minutes in the tank, I make the call. Happy to make the call here. Again, I don't think that he's going to look me up with a set. River couldn't be any better for me. It comes down to queen. He does show ace 9, so I was right targeting the ace. He ultimately elected to make the call, and we're going to win this $620 pot. I think it's waiting for positions like this to make moves that really help profit in the game. There's a lot of ways to get value. This one just worked out really well. I put the pressure on him earlier in the night. He elected to fold, and this time I got all his money. So sorry, Sid, nice guy. Shout out to you in case you watch the channel. It was a great time, and yeah, we're gonna take this one down. So looking forward to getting the next vlog out. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Liking the channel really helps us out a lot, helps us grow. We've grown to over 300 subscribers pretty quickly, so I'm really excited about that. Glad you guys are enjoying my content. I'm enjoying the conversation in the comments. I'm really enjoying the ride here. So give it a like. That's the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get content in your feed every time I post a new video. And please ring that little bell. That way you get notified when I drop a new one. And if you're heading out to Vegas, the Venetian right now is 8-handed behind plexiglass. They were 5-handed, no glass last time I was here. 8-handed behind the glass. $600 high hand every 30 minutes. Gosh, it just doesn't get much better than that. So I'm happy that night 2 in Vegas, I chalked up another win. Night 1 was a win. Night 2 was a win. This one was a win for about $360 or so. So we're going to rack up and take it out until the next vlog. Thanks for joining, guys.